Welcome back. Is it time for the Moscow Police Department to hand over the case to the FBI, or at least the running of it? 6 weeks into the investigation with no suspects, no arrests, that question is being asked more and more. And sure, there are dozens of FBI agents and state police working on this case with the Moscow police, but they're not the ones in charge. Here's Moscow Police Chief James Fry insisting who is in charge.
I know there's been some questions about the leadership in this investigation. What I want people to know is this is a Moscow Police Department investigation. We're utilizing the resources of the FBI and the state police, but we pick the investigators. My command team oversees this. We have 94 years of experience between us, and we're going to continue to work this case. We're going to continue to work it to the completion.
He sounds very confident. But it has been almost 8 years since Moscow police even worked on a murder case. And this case is incredibly complicated with 4 victims. Should a police force this small and inexperienced be the lead on a case like this? I'm joined by John Ramsey. His daughter, JonBenét, was murdered in Boulder, Colorado back in 1996. That was 26 years ago this Sunday. And John is still holding out hope that her killer will be found, despite the devastating mistakes that the Boulder police made early on in the investigation. John, thanks so much for being on. I wanted to ask you if you saw any parallels at all as you watch what's developing in Idaho.
Well, thanks, Ashleigh, for having me. You know, I haven't followed it extremely closely, but I just looked at some news earlier, and the fundamental mistake that was made in our case, fundamental case, was a refusal of help from people that knew what they're doing. And it sounds like Moscow police chief has accepted help from the FBI, the state police, and that's very good. You know, police departments can be very territorial and don't come into my territory and don't mess with my case. It's time to put egos and arrogance aside and say, look, we got to figure this out. Let's cooperate 100%. And you know, that wasn't done in our case. That was a huge mistake. But it sounds like
well, it's definitely, you know, yeah, John, I will tell you this. There are dozens upon dozens of FBI and state officers on this case. I think at last count it was, you know, I think over 100, and 14 FBI were just added earlier on to make 60 FBI, including 2 behavioral analysts. So there is a huge contingent. You know, working a case is a very complicated matter, especially if you're looking at that number of people. And so it's interesting to see, with so much new kind of forensic tools in our, you know, kit. The forensics just involving DNA alone has changed so much since your case. It just is interesting that a guy who's had 4 years experience as a police officer at all is apparently the lead on the case. That to me was a little worrisome. But it's interesting you have that perspective. As long as they're accepting the big help and the extra officers, that makes all the difference. Does it worry you that there's a novice guy who's at the helm?
Well, what he is the helm is really the administrator. And as long as he listens and takes advice and doesn't think of himself as knowing it all, then that's good. Somebody's got to be the administrator. And that's, you know, the FBI, what they bring to the table, obviously a lot of resources. They're not really gumshoe detectives per se. They bring a lot of technology, a lot of interviewing techniques, that kind of thing. It's really important that they have some very experienced homicide detectives, whether they probably don't have them in-house, but if they come from the state police, not as likely. But if they come from Boise or Salt Lake or somewhere where they've solved 200 homicides, and that individual is your guy to lead.
Well, and they've got that state. Yeah, they've got that state support. They've got a lot of state investigators on board, and they've been in and out of that house for, 38 days. We just saw them yesterday again. I do want to ask you about this. The two surviving roommates. Things are very different since 1996. The advent of social media, the cyber sleuthing, the community of people who think that they've solved it and dox people if they think they're guilty. It's tragic, and it's also helpful at the same time. But in this particular case, the two surviving roommates, Dylan and Bethany, they have been attacked online endlessly. How could you not have heard? I don't buy it. You're guilty. I mean, it sort of smacks of the stuff that you and your family had to deal with. And it wasn't from online, it was from the police.
Well, yeah, the police, in our case, believe we were the killers, and we just had to figure out which one it was. And so they brought intense pressure on us through releasing false, incriminating information. The media jumped on it, and they hoped that one of us would confess and turn the other in. In this case, that's not what's happening. The problem with the internet trolls, or whatever you want to call them, there are not a lot of people out there that are doing that. There's a few handful of people that have nothing better to do in life than spout off and make accusations. The best thing that those two young people can do is just ignore it. It's a very, very small percentage of the community.
The hell that you went through, John, you and Patsy and Burke, and God rest her soul, she didn't live to hear that you were cleared from that umbrella of suspicion. That happened 2 years after she died. She had to endure 10 years of it. Could you imagine it with the advent of social media? I mean, this happened to you without social media. Could you imagine your world if there had been social media?
Well, I don't know. We had the tabloids, and they jumped on it in full force, and their method of operation is to make stuff up and hope they don't get sued. And that was a bit of a social media, even though they don't have a huge subscriber base. You see it, hundreds of million people see it in the as they're checking out of a supermarket. So I don't know. That's really an interesting question. I don't think social media makes a difference one way or the other. The important thing is that the case remain in people's minds, that it's at the forefront of the police every day, and you don't want to let it die a slow death.
I'm thinking ahead that we're 4 days away from Christmas. And I just can't imagine what your last 26 Christmases have been like. How do you and Burke approach the holidays? How do you get through them? I can't imagine that time has really done any healing.
Well, you don't ever get over it or heal completely. You're different. Your world's different. Your life's different going forward. And, for several years, we couldn't have Christmas. We just couldn't do it. Couldn't bring ourselves to it. Put up a tree and exchange presents. But then we thought, well, no, we've got to do this for Burke. He was still a child that 9 years old when we lost JonBenét. So that got us, and that was an important thing for us too, that we realized we had other children that needed us now to be stronger than ever. And I've seen parents that just collapse and go into deep sorrow over the loss of a child, while their other children need them more desperately than ever. And you just got to get yourself up off the floor and push ahead. And one of JonBenét's little friends, actually, sorry, it was Beth's little friends. I lost my oldest daughter, Beth, in a car accident a few years before JonBenet. And at her funeral, her little friend came up to me and said, "Mr. Ramsey, if I died, I would not want my parents to be sad." And I thought, I know that's how Beth would have felt. And that helped me think about it. But no, it's your ability to find joy and happiness is tempered, and it will be really for the rest of your life.
It's out of the mouths of babes, I'll tell you. Joe Petito said the same thing about refocusing on the fact that your surviving children need you, and they need you to be a certain way, and they need you to communicate with them. John, Merry Christmas to you and your family. And thank you for speaking with us. It's good to see you again. You look wonderful, and I'm glad that you've got the Christmas decorations behind you.